Hello. This is my presentation on being a personal chef. Now, being a chef involves a lot of requirements, long hours, dedications, and passion for the food you wish to send out to customers. And being a private chef is not so different. According to Delish.com, being a private chef is much more forgiving and the pay and hours are a lot better. Instead of working the usual 15-hour shift, you can work a typical 9 to 5 with time to take care of yourself, according to executive chef Jane Doe. Not only are the hours a great way to keep the rest of your day available, but the pay really isn't that bad either. Now, the pros of being a private chef aren't just the better hours. You see, you also get to be creative. Entertain states that the restaurant chefs generally do not have control over the menus and are unable to create new dishes. But being private not only allows you to create your own menu, but also allows you to create them in your own style and presentation. You see, you get to perfect your own techniques and present your personal dishes. And in summary, you're just getting paid to be creative and have fun as a personal chef. While being a restaurant chef, you are forced to follow a specific recipe and design for the owners. A typical salary of a private chef is usually between $59,000 and $152,000 per year. That is coming from Private Chef Salary in 2025 by PayScale. That is the website. And the average median is $89,000 yearly, and that's where I live in Sussex, New Jersey. So I would only get $89,000 a year if I were to be a private chef where I live. Now, not only is your creativity allowed as a private chef, so is your place and time. Entertain also states that you get to choose where you go, when you go. And one of the best parts of being a private chef is the flexibility and freedom. Clients can look at your availability and your available days and decide when they wish to book you. And let's say, for example, you're at a party or at a family event. You can simply decline. You have the free will of deciding when you work, how much you work, and your availability, which means you're your own boss. Now, you may be wondering, how exactly do you promote yourself so that you can get those clients and have those available times? Well, Starter Story says that there are multiple ways to promote yourself. One way is creating Yelp ads, which these ads, you can draw people's attention to your business page and gain new clients for your business. Another way is to launch a referral program. This will give your current clients an offer to give word of mouth referral that converts to others. Now, word to mouth is considered to be one of the top traffic sources for small businesses. However, there are also downsides of being a private chef as well. The cited information from Entertain states that home kitchens are less equipped with tools and equipment than commercial kitchens. This would mean that during those situations, private chefs would require chefs to have adaptability, preparedness, and most of all, versatility. If the kitchen does not have what you need to complete your dish, you're going to have to find a way to make what was intended or offer an alternative customer. Another downside is that it's all on you. As reported from Entertain, you have to have confidence in not only yourself, but also in your skills. Nobody is there to make sure things go smoothly other than you. A lot of chefs enjoy the challenge and don't mind the independent of, it will cost them. Now, the art of creating great food does not involve just these three things, however. They also require a clean and prepared workspace. This would include a clear countertop for space, an empty sink that has hot and cold water, along with plenty of space in the refrigerator and easy access to pots and pans, along with general utensils at your disposal. You also must take into consideration that this is a private home kitchen. There will be distractions such as children, pets walking around while you're preparing or making a meal meant for the customer. So in summary, you would have to make do with what home kitchen has to offer. Entertain also states that being your own boss also means that you're a business owner as well. Yes, you are the only one making the menus, but you are also the one who has to finance them. The quality of food is the branding of your business and what people remember most. You also have to take into consideration the amount of people you are serving, as that will impact how much money you have to charge in order to feed everyone, along with keeping the quality of the meal at its most important stages. Now, along with the freedom of having your own hours and own menu, Entertain states that you will trade freedom for more responsibility. You also have to deliver a great quality meal, which isn't really a bad trade off given the personal reason I want to become a private chef, is to have the freedom of more time to spend with my family and friends along with improved quality of life. Within a private home kitchen, distractions will be inevitable. Private chefs will need to learn how to respond to these distractions and still interact with house guests and owners without messing up the quality of the meal. These are all things to take into consideration when it comes to becoming your own personal chef. Financing, planning, preparing, and being able to adapt to your surroundings. And use what's available within the private kitchen to create an exceptional and amusing meal to the owners and guests who have hired you. Now, I've always wanted to become involved with cooking, whether it's cooking alone for myself or for my family in a commercial kitchen for thousands of people to try. But getting into this line of work recently has opened up my eyes to a lot of perspectives I never took into consideration. Like the long hours I spend working late nights cooking for, 10 plus hours and not having much time for family and friends. The idea of being a private chef appealed to me given the flexibility and the freedom of creativity to create my own menu along with my own styled meals. And I've always wanted to provide for others, whether it's making them smile or just helping someone out. I see cooking as a way to make people happy and add an enjoyable evening to their memories of how something as simple and essential as food can have a really big impact on someone's day to day life. That was my presentation. I hope that you enjoyed, and thank you.